from Route 46 west of the circle. Where that pickup's coming from is 46 east. The other part of the circle, that traffic coming there is coming west on 10. Route 10 ends at this point at the circle. This is on a Sunday afternoon. 4:05. Quite a heavily traveled circle. This is the Sandwiches Unlimited on the circle. And beyond that Texaco, back about an eighth of a mile, 10th of a mile, is the Caesars. Traffic going away, 46 west. There is no pizzeria type restaurant for a minimum of 3 miles, which I'll show you on the video. There are traffic lights at all parts on the circle to help control traffic. Okay, this is a view leaving the circle and the traffic on the other side heading west into the Roxbury Circle, Ledgewood Circle. Sandwiches Unlimited. This is the beginning of Route 10. Route 10 ends and begins at the Ledgewood Circle, and it heads down towards Newark, East Orange. Ends as Mount Pleasant Avenue. This is a view down the beginning of Route 10. On the westbound side, you have a Dunkin' Donuts. And right beyond that, more eastbound, is the building I'm proposing. This is a long distance view to Pizza Hut, Wendy's, Red Lobster, and the first mall that's across the street, the Ledgewood Mall. Right here we have Foot Locker. Traffic you're looking at here is heading 10 eastbound. Notice the median. Traffic coming out of this mall going westbound has to go down and take a jug handle and come back in these directions of these cars coming. I hope I said that right. Okay, I'll move down more eastbound. Just a few feet down the line. Look, another view. Again, this is Sunday afternoon. Traffic never ends on this road. Okay, this is the next town down. This is the same highway, Route 10. This is traffic here is going westbound. This is the road looking westbound. And like I said, it's approximately 5 miles from the proposed site. The reason I came down this far eastbound is this is one of the 2 pizzerias that are between here and the Ledgewood Circle. And I will now take a ride west on 10. So we are about 5 point whatever miles east of the location. Okay, I've set the tripometer on the bottom for 0 for our westbound ride on 10 towards the Ledgewood Circle. We'll make this a slow ride since I do have the video going. I'll say again, we're 5 miles now east of the Ledgewood Circle. And we are heading westbound. Okay, we just left the mall where Frank's was. If I come up to any little mini malls or anything where one would be, you'll know. We're in the vicinity and we're not far from Dover, New Jersey, in this area. This Route 10 heads down by Morristown, New Jersey, just north of there in Morris Plains, and intersects with Route 287, which you may have heard of. Coming up to a light here. The only thing at this intersection at all is a Sunoco and a Dairy Queen, which you'll see up here in a minute. No other food places. Up here we have a banquet hall called Skylands, which you have weddings at all. Just past that. Big place. We're in Randolph Township. The next township is Roxbury Township, which is where the proposed site is. As you can see, virtually nothing on this side of the road. It's hard to believe that just up ahead it can be so busy. I've bought an Ford at this dealership. This is a Sunday afternoon traffic. On Monday afternoon, it's a nightmare. Another intersection, there's no commercial eateries involved. When we get to the bottom of this hill, we'll be leaving Randolph and heading into Roxbury. We've gone 2.5 miles now without any pizzeria. Up ahead you can see we're heading down into the valley of Succasunna, Ledgewood, Kenville. We're still in Randolph right now, however. Here's a building. Not the site. Not very good location, considering traffic that comes down here comes down pretty fast. Wouldn't be apt to stop. town line. That's because we're in Randolph heading into Roxbury Township. Gourmet deli, and as you can see, that's that. Now I'll head back into traffic. I'll make this quick since the traffic is coming down the bottom of the hill fast. Okay, the only other pizzeria that is on this road in the 5 miles that I have driven before the site is located inside this little mall. Very little mall. I've never been in this place. So it's called Mom's Bake at Home Pizza. I believe it's some type of pizza that you bake at home. As you can tell, not really very busy in this lot. I don't believe it's a good location. Okay, we're going back to 10 West. We've traveled 3.5 miles since Frank's Pizza in Randolph. We're now in Roxbury Township. We're about a mile from the circle. Mile and a half. During the weekday, during the rush hour, between these lights that I've just gone through, the traffic doesn't even hardly move for up to 3 hours. It's a car wash. There's a little deli in here. No pizza. Okay, this is Hillside Avenue. Nursing home. Up here is the police station. And I think I'll stop in this bank for an overview. Okay, that Burger King is on the eastbound side of 10. Same as that Boston Chicken. Behind there, that big building is a cinema. They have like 10 theaters in there. And what I'm doing is I'm walking by the second mall I had mentioned to you. Both these malls are on the eastbound side. All traffic that leaves, that heads westbound, will have to head by the proposed site. Movies that are going on. There's the Home Depot. In the middle there's a Haldor. They have like 3 separate buildings in the lot. There's a Roy Rogers. Anybody leaving this mall, Roxbury Chrysler, heading westbound, will have to pass our site. That's 10 looking east. And the truck is heading west. That traffic light right there is right before the proposed site. Here's a Taco Bell I mentioned to you. closer view of. Okay, I'm back on 10 West. There's the Taco Bell, which would be about a quarter mile east of our site. Only one pizzeria in the last 5 miles on this road, on the highway. I'm glad I got stopped by this light. You notice all this traffic coming out is from both malls I had mentioned to you. And any traffic going west all has to head past our site. This is the exit for both malls. Heading west, of course. And up there in the distance, that's our proposed building. This is Sunday afternoon traffic. The malls close at 6. I know you're anxious by now to see the site itself, so let's go. This is on the other side of the light now. More traffic. Never ends. Just like they said at the malls, even though there's a lot of pizzerias, people just get a bite from some of the clip. Across the street now, here's the Pizza Hut. That's on the eastbound side. You have Red Lobster, a little back end. Wendy's. There's Barnes & Noble. And there's Ledgewood Mall. The beginning of this video is on the other side. That's a new eatery, the Ruby Tuesday. Looks like they have a lot of cars in there today. Blockbuster Video, that's open until midnight every day. And this is what the building looks like. Offices all on top. And voila. This is the available unit that I think would be a very good site. Traffic. I'll be back tomorrow to show you rush hour traffic through here. These malls are hooked up by a service road in the back. And any traffic leaving westbound passes by this mall. There's a Dunkin' Donuts that you saw in the beginning. And right beyond that is the Ledgewood Circle. Never-ending traffic. parking area. The officers park in the rear. Somewhat of a view in there. Okay, that's about it for right now. I'll put a little more in here tomorrow during the rush hour to show you the kind of traffic that goes by in the afternoon. Oh, also I need to get a little more of a competition. Cozzoli's would look good right there. Okay, I'm going to leave the mall now. And I'm going to head into the circle and go on 46 East, which is a different road. And first I'll show you the Caesars. Then I'll show you the other competition, which I didn't know went in last year. Mind you, most of this traffic going by, 99% during the days, is heading west on 46 from here, not east. Which brings you up into the Lake Hopatcong area. Between here and another good 3 miles west of this site, there are no pizzerias, which I'll demonstrate momentarily. Coming back into the circle now, the Sandwiches Unlimited in front of us. Okay, now I'm heading east on 46. This road heads into Dover. Now here, which I will show you, traffic coming home in the evenings, the rush hour is on the other side. This road handles half the volume of Route 10. It's only one lane each way, where Route 10 is two. Is where they put the Little Caesars. Why they put it in here, I don't know. Not a good location. I think we'll blow them out of the water, should you choose that site. So much for them. The only other proximity thing is on a road that goes up to Mount Arlington, which runs along these trees way in the distance. Between here and there is a mall. That's about a quarter mile from here. And in that mall is a Domino's. However, with all the traffic I showed you on 10 and the two malls on 10, I really don't find them much of a problem. It will be a thorn in their side. Okay, I'm heading back on 46 East. On the eastbound side, you'd never want a pizzeria. Since the morning, the eastbound side is heavy, and the westbound side is the afternoon and evening. People heading home for dinner. Okay, this road services Mount Arlington. which is on the eastern shore of Lake Hopatcong. The next pizzeria down the road this way is about a mile. Joe's Pizza. Been there a very long time. BJ's Warehouse, you see the sign for it, is a big, huge warehouse behind this mall. Give you a better view. Got to shift real fast here. BJ's is a wholesale club type place. Whoa, not a good view from this side. Okay. Now this little mall is on 46, about a quarter mile before the circle. And I did not know it at last when I talked to you on Saturday, Mike. Of course, today is now Sunday. They do have a Domino's. Now, you know Domino's reputation. As far as I'm concerned, I wouldn't worry about them as competition. Of course, you can ask me why, and I will give you a good explanation. You may not need one. They're set very far off of 46. Of course, this is another road now. This is not Route 10, where I proposed. As you can see, traffic does back up on this road, don't get me wrong. It is not the same volume as Route 10 heading west. As you will see in tomorrow's video. You're gonna be sick of this video. Okay, like I told you before, all entrances to the circle have control lights. Control traffic. We're heading 46 west now into the circle. And there's the Caesars is right there. I don't know if you can see it. Across the street we have a McDonald's. Now they're in a good spot. You can get in and out of there easy with this light. And they've been there about 20 years, this McDonald's. Okay, I don't worry about Route 46, it's 10, and the traffic on 10 I think will serve us best. As you can tell, this is traffic. Oops, there's a police officer. Now this would be people that are going westbound past the proposed site that I mentioned. Sorry I had to stop there for a second, but there was a police officer, and you don't want to get caught videoing while you're driving. Of course, I am being careful. This is a view in my side view mirror of the Ledgewood Circle. And the traffic you see coming up is the traffic heading west. So since our proposed site, any cars traveling west will not have passed another pizzeria yet. Okay. The reason Route 10 is so busy in the afternoons and in the mornings, and 46 in this section, is the amount of people that live in Lake Hopatcong region and Netcong region that use this road. Still no pizzeria. There's a popular ice cream spot up ahead here. And we're now about a mile, just about a mile west of the site. We also intersect with Route 80 up here. Here's the ice cream spot, Toyota. On the eastbound side there isn't much of anything in this area. Okay, 46 West heads up under that bridge. We're getting off now because most of the traffic in the afternoon heading towards Lake Hopatcong. This road is extremely busy and backed up for 2 to 3 hours every day in rush hour. We're going underneath Route 80 now. I would like to appeal with coupons to people living in these areas, which I can supply to zip codes, who are heading home that pass the proposed site every day. We're talking thousands and thousands. This is on the road that leads to Lake Hopatcong. The way this person's driving in front, we'll be backed up today. There's a deli on the other side. I'm sure that does good business in the morning. Mega amounts of traffic on this road. Since the proposed site heading westbound now, considering you wouldn't go on Route 46, not one other place to get pizza. There is, however, one now, I'd say about another half a mile ahead. But you would have to get off the road and go into the Grand Union Shopping Center. And I don't consider that such a great pizzeria. This is the beginning of Lake Hopatcong right here, called Landing. Definitely a zip code we would want to deliver to. And coupons, delivery. We're about 2.5 miles west of the site now. As you can tell, no pizzeria. I used to live up on top of this ice cream store. I took music lessons here once. Okay, I'll stop up here in this Grand Union Shopping Center because there is a pizzeria in here. This would be the first pizzeria past the site. Okay, this is the Grand Union Shopping Center, which is in Landing. A lot of the traffic, as you can see in the distance, heads up into Hopatcong. I believe there's about 20,000 people that live in that town. Many of those cars will have come by the proposed site. To come in here, you have to go through the lake, come through the jug handle turn. It's a hassle, I believe. However, from the business inside this little mall, it probably doesn't do bad for itself here. I've eaten slices there, not so great. Okay, I'm going to kill it for here and go back and show you, continue on westbound 46 instead of turning off as I did. Okay, here we are back on 46 again. Here's the ice cream place. Instead of bearing right, heading up towards Lake Hopatcong like I just did, I'll stay on Route 46 this time. We're still in Roxbury. It's a big township. Heading up towards Netcong. Netcong's, I'd say, 2 or 3 miles up this road. Along the way and until you're in the town of Netcong, I don't believe there's a pizzeria here. If there is, since the last time I'd taken this road, which could have been a year or two. There's a Holiday Inn we just went by, or Days Inn, used to be a Holiday Inn. This is the future municipal building, or they're talking about it for Roxbury Township. Or having it be the police annex, who knows. Up there on top you can see Route 80. We went underneath that before, but now we're on 46. And no real eateries in this section. We're heading underneath Route 80 up here. Somewhere along the top of this area that we're on, changes from Roxbury to Netcong. Once again, we would want a coupon Netcong because a lot of traffic heading on this road during the rush hour during the week. Today is Sunday. We'll be traveling into Netcong, and they do have apartments, and no doubt we would snag some of that business. There used to be a real good pizzeria called Carmen's in Netcong, and everyone used to go to them, but sold it. And it's not a family thing anymore, and it's just not as good. From people who have eaten there to tell me. Since I grew up in this area, I have many friends in the area still. Okay, as you can tell, we're coming down the road. We are entering Netcong. And I better slow up since they can be tough. But all along here, not one pizzeria. Here's the Netcong Heights apartments. Get a quick view. There's at least 100 or 2 apartments, I believe, in there. That'd be a good place to coupon. There's not a pizzeria between the proposed site and there. Okay, this is the Netcong circle.